just like this, filming the front of the TV. But in tonight's video, again, like I said, we're throwing it back, and tonight we're going to be looking at some of the stuff that I'm watching. I do usually use my PS5 to watch, TV, you could say, or just, Disney Plus, Netflix, Twitch, YouTube, all the other fun stuff that you can usually find on a PlayStation. And we're just going to be going through some stuff, seeing what I've been watching, maybe give me recommendations on what to watch down below in the comments. Let me know what you've been watching, what I should be watching. Let others know down in the comments as well. And yeah, I guess with that being said, let us get started. Alrighty, well, I guess we should probably be going with the most popular streaming platform first, which is probably Netflix. I do not have Hulu or Amazon Prime. I know those are probably like the best things you could probably do for actually watching content. Hulu and Amazon Prime, I just don't have those ones, but I do have some other ones. But I think Netflix will be the first one we look at first. So, like I said, we are going to be starting off with Netflix. And for Netflix, I'm sure a lot of you have already looked on here quite recently, but honestly, I haven't in quite some time. And on the big screen here, you can see we have Dark Knight Rises, which arguably is, man, one of the best movies of all time. Probably a lot of people's favorite superhero movie, maybe even a lot of people's favorite movie of all time. Great movie. Obviously, number one, as they have here on the top 10 TV shows, we have Stranger Things, which, yes, by the way, I did start watching because you guys, I did that Stranger Things pizza eating video, and you guys really told me that I need to start watching the show, and I did, which is pretty nice. So I think I'm on season 2, so I'm getting there. I'm almost to season 4, which I think is where it's at right now, so I'm kind of getting there. So yeah, I'm not really much of like a TV show guy. That's really why, again, like Stranger Things really isn't the thing for me. It's pretty rare for me to get really into a TV show. I also just know that recently, if you guys didn't know, because I didn't for a while, they have a lot of Nickelodeon shows now on Netflix more than before. I know when they added Avatar: The Last Airbender, that was a big deal, but now they have a lot more, so definitely go check out Netflix if you guys haven't anytime soon. It was just funny because I was just talking about TV shows and not really being into them. Well, Breaking Bad is my favorite TV show of all time, and it is pretty long. It is 5 seasons long. I mean, I beg, I plead with you that you watch Breaking Bad, even if you're not super into TV shows like me, or really into crime, drama, anything like that. I just highly recommend you do it. It's a great show. It has comedy and it has action and it has a lot of drama. It's a crime show, like I just said. It's literally a show with everything in it, and it's absolutely amazing. And like I said before, with like them adding a lot of Nickelodeon shows, they have Kenan and Kel, which, man, again, if you're a little bit younger and you don't know what Kenan and Kel is or who they are, please go and watch this show. This is one of my favorite shows. Again, I can say, like, kind of growing up, kind of in the later 90s, early 2000s, Kenan and Kel was a show that was on usually at night, and man, what a funny show for these guys. Like I was just talking about after this, oh, actually, I didn't know this was on here now. We have the Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Very underrated Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's actually one of my favorite actors of all time, and I think he actually did an amazing job with Spider-Man. I think we can all sort of agree that, the Spider-Man didn't really get a lot of love, tender, and care like the others did in the past, so that's kind of why this one didn't really work out very well, but Andrew Garfield did an amazing job. Anything else? Sing 2 is on here now, which, yeah, look at this. This movie just came out this last year, and it's the #1 movie of the day, which is kind of cool. Sing 2. Interesting. I never saw the first one, but that's really cool. Like, they have Very Odd Parents, Big Time Rush, one of the best movies of all time with Forrest Gump. I mean, Netflix, even though it is kind of the long, forgotten sort of streaming service, they have still amazing things like your never seen still. I need to get on it. But like I said, I'm not really on Netflix all that much. Black Mirror, again, a great TV series. Well, series, not really a TV series. Ooh. They also have Inception, one of the best movies of all time. A lot of people's favorite or even best movie of all time. Survivor, they have all that, which again, if you guys are a little bit younger, highly recommend you guys watch all that. That is such a nostalgic TV series as a kid. Would watch this a lot, all the reruns. And the original Good Burger was from that show. Anything else? Oh man, I think this might be my favorite comedy movie of all time. It's up there with Step Brothers. Anchorman. I think Anchorman might be my favorite comedy movie of all time, not just because of how funny it is, but man, the actors in this movie, insane. And I think Steve Carell gets kind of forgotten in sort of like the goats of comedy. I feel like he's kind of out of it a lot, but man, he is maybe my favorite comedian, definitely in this movie, but for sure. And you also have Paul Rudd, you know, Ant-Man, which is kind of crazy. Big Daddy, also one of my favorite, I think it is actually my favorite Adam Sandler movie of all time, but, well, actually, my favorite Adam Sandler movie of all time may be different now because of Hustle. Man, if you guys like basketball, which I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you have some sort of interest in basketball or of basketball. I love the GM work. I love, you know, coaching and how things work and scouting players and things like that. I love the ins and outs and also the cameos in this movie. Absolutely insane. Please watch that movie. We have Squid Games, which is also, again, like, man, what would you even call this? Like, literally a fanatic statement that happened in 2021. Like, that was the biggest thing of the year for a period of time. And, man, definitely one of my favorite series I have ever watched. It was definitely a lot of fun when it was going on. The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal, again, another one of my favorite actors of all time. This was a really good movie. This was actually made, you know, during the peak of the pandemic. So when you watch this movie, you'll see a lot of that and a lot of just Jake Gyllenhaal doing a lot, or even just all of the acting in this movie, and he carries it a lot. He's an amazing actor, and maybe my favorite up there with Andrew Garfield. This was also a great movie, The King, with Timothy Chalamet. I think is how you pronounce his last name. It is a 2.5-hour movie, but if you have 2.5 hours to kill and you can really sit down and watch a movie in full, highly recommend you watch The King. This movie is an intense movie. It has a lot of great dialogue and a very great action sequences throughout. It's one of those movies where you have to like actually sit and watch to fully grasp it. But yeah, Netflix always doing really good. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Always another classic comedy. Grown Ups. This is definitely like a feel-good movie for me if I'm ever in a bad mood or just need to put on a movie on in the background. Grown Ups is usually like a go-to movie for me. And then for the newest releases, we'll do this for lastly. Old School is a good one. Blair Witch, that's man, again, one of the best horror movies of all time. Definitely sort of a cult classic. Anything else sort of in the newer releases that's kind of intriguing? Not really. Oh, they have It on here now. That's kind of cool. Obviously a great movie. Anyways, let's switch over to Disney Plus. Okay, so with Disney Plus, you guys know I am a Disney fanatic. I love everything Disney and under the umbrella of Disney when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars and all that fun stuff. I absolutely eat it up because I love it that much. Anyways, on the top tier, we have here Miss Marvel, which I have been keeping up with. I've watched all of it, and it's okay. It's definitely a lot different from the comic version of Miss Marvel, but they definitely have a lot of sort of shout-outs to the comic version, and I think it's okay. It's not, it's not Moon Knight. It's not Loki. It's not, WandaVision. It is what it is. It's a Marvel series. It's good, but I definitely think obviously they can do better, but it's a Disney Plus series. What can you expect? We have the Thor collection, which, if you guys also don't know, Thor is my favorite character in the MCU, and Thor Love and Thunder is about to come out. I think it actually might be out today when you guys are watching this, or sometime relatively see how it also ties into the MCU as it is right now. But yeah, man, Thor Ragnarok is maybe one of my favorites. I love Thor in Avengers Infinity War. He carries that movie in my opinion for sure, and man, love Thor. Oh, there's it right there, Thor Ragnarok. Baymax just got released. Baymax is obviously from Big Hero 6, and it's actually a couple episode like shorts. I think there's like maybe 5 or 6 of them, and they're all like 10 to 20 minutes. They're really good. I've seen one of them already, and I don't know, I love the animation of Big Hero 6, and I love the world that they made for this movie, and I love it, and I think it's really good. Oh, they actually added Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I actually did a review of this movie on my channel, and I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was good. Like, it was, again, maybe one of my favorite Marvel movies, at least recently, and man, Scarlet Witch, in my opinion, carries the entire movie. She was the movie, and I think she made it very fun. Again, tying in basketball into everything I do. Rise, the Giannis Antetokounmpo story. I haven't watched this yet, and I probably will, just because, again, I love basketball. I love basketball stories and stuff like that, and I heard it's pretty okay. So definitely let me know if you guys have watched any of these. Let me know if you guys watched any of these things that I'm talking about, so I can sort of conversate with you guys down in the comments, and other people can too. But let me know if I should watch Rise. I think I should. Anything else? We have High School Musical, the musical. Oh yeah, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Yeah, I obviously finished it all. I would watch it at 9 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, because that's 12 a.m. Eastern, and the episodes would come out at 9 p.m. on Tuesday instead of waiting till Wednesday. So I'd basically watch these right as they would come out, and it was good. I kind of wish the ending was a little bit different. I don't know, I don't want to spoil it at all, but like, I wish it was a little bit more dark. Even though it was already a pretty dark show, I wish they would have made it a little bit more. But in it, some of the acting was pretty iffy, and some of the story didn't really make a lot of sense. It's good. Like, obviously it's Star Wars. I loved it. I ate it up. I thought it was really great, but definitely could have done a little things here and there that could have made it a little bit better. But I had a great time, and obviously Ewan McGregor is a legend. Okay. Oh, also, one of the more controversial things that I might say ever on the channel is I don't think I've maybe seen like 2 episodes of The Simpsons ever, and I've never really been into The Simpsons, so I'm not into The Simpsons like at all. I don't want to say it's boring, but it's definitely not a show for me. Okay, wow, that actually did a lot. They have this thing called Beyond Infinity, which is kind of like a short for the Buzz Lightyear movie that just came out, which I did see, because again, I am obsessed with Disney, and I enjoyed the Buzz Lightyear movie pretty well. It was okay. Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It was like an average whatever Disney movie. Now, if it came out on Disney Plus, I'd probably like it a little bit more, because it was a really good movie if it was a Disney Plus movie. But thinking about like a theatrical movie, it was pretty mid, not gonna lie. Oh my god, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This was amazing to watch. If you guys haven't watched this, again, beg and plead that you watch this. This has some of the best cameos for a movie I have seen in forever. If you're a fan of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is also one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, you will absolutely love Chippendale Rescue Rangers, because it is basically the same thing. It's amazing. I really liked it a lot. Way different from what I thought it was going to be when I first started. They were coming out with one. Moon Knight, which I did talk about before, and some things that I watched here and there, and man, Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac, I mean, big round of applause. I mean, I was so hyped for this when they announced it, and then knowing Oscar Isaac would join the MCU, like, that is just a 10 out of 10 move from Disney, from Marvel, and man, I hope he gets his own movie. I hope he gets multiple movies. I hope he's one of the big time players in the new MCU phase, because his character, obviously Oscar Isaac as an actor, makes everything about this movie, about this series, amazing. So big shout out to series. They're usually known for most of their added things like Star Wars and Marvel nowadays. Anything else? Not really. They have a lot of obviously Star Wars stuff. Action and adventure. Again, let me know if you guys have been keeping up with any of the Marvel stuff or the Star Wars stuff. I would really love to know your guess. Oh, something that is kind of new. They added in some of, well, actually not some, all of the Netflix Marvel series like Daredevil, Luke Cage, the Iron Fist. They added all of them. Jessica Jones. Yeah, Jessica Jones. They added that too. These used to be on Netflix. Now they're here. They're definitely a lot more adult than the other Disney shows like Ms. Marvel and Daredevil. Man, again, if you're a Marvel fan and you haven't had a chance to watch Daredevil, it is amazing. Daredevil's one of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe, and hopefully he'll be in the movies soon. And yeah, obviously they have like their own collection series, like you can watch all the Star Wars movies, all the Disney movies, all the Toy Story stuff you want. Even Ice Age, which I keep forgetting that I guess Disney owns now. Pretty great. Well, you have some underrated movies here with Treasure Planet and Atlantis. If you're, again, sort of a younger person watching this, please watch Treasure Planet and Atlantis, two of my favorite Disney sort of underrated movies of all time. And the animation in these two movies are chef kiss. I love and miss when Disney would make movies like this, and the art style in these two movies are absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think that's it for that. I think we are now gonna move on to YouTube. Okay, we're actually on my account that I have attached to my PS5, which I sometimes watch YouTube on, not really often, but I don't even really watch YouTube on this account. I have like a personal account that's just like I've had since I was like, I don't know, 12, 11 years old. But I also have obviously my Jake Baller account, and yeah, we can just look through some of the stuff that they recommend to me. Fresh Big Disney, obviously, again, very much into Disney, and they, post daily Disney content of them walking around Disneyland, sort of updates and news about Disneyland and things that might be coming, and sort of kind of cool. Oh wow, we actually have the legend himself, Kenny, King of the Fourth Quarter. I love all of his videos. He's like literally like the dream of mine to be as a YouTuber. This guy has gone from making just random 2K videos on YouTube to, basically being on TV with, the guys of the NBA, meeting NBA players, being on TV again with like Kenny, Charles, and Shaq on NBA TV, not NBA TV, TNT, and it's pretty great. He's definitely sort of the guy I would say I would look up to if I was to have a sort of guy to look up to on YouTube. Just Trailblazer games highlights. It's kind of funny. We have Ocean's ASMR. She's definitely kind of an OG person I've been watching a lot of way back in the day. You have some XQC clips. It's kind of funny. We have Pac-Man. This guy does a lot of card openings for basketball cards and even just all sort of basketball and sports cards. It's a really great channel if you're into that sort of stuff. He breaks like really expensive boxes too. Any sort of anything else. We have Steve Carell again. Yeah, we were just talking about him. I think the app or my PlayStation is listening to me because we were just talking about Steve Carell. We have a lot of NBA news, NBA on ESPN. They always talk about obviously all the update stuff like free agency and trading. A legend as well with Maddie Tingles. This video looks like it's gonna really do well on YouTube. Already a day ago, already has 100K. That's awesome. I love seeing people do well on YouTube, especially people in the ASMR community. It just makes me so happy. And obviously, someone as great as Maddie is what a great content creator. Drew Gooden, always a fun watch. JJ Redick, I love JJ Redick's podcast. It's probably my favorite podcast to listen to if I could think of one, and I just love how real he gets into NBA talk and how he gets, a lot of NBA players to really show, like, I guess a more personal side, I guess, who they really are, and I think that's really cool. We have, again, maybe my favorite ASMR artist of all time, the ASMR Ryan. chestnut downing 63 hot dogs. That's a great recommendation. But yeah, just a lot of really cool stuff. Oh, and yeah, they also have movies on YouTube now. If you guys didn't know that, you can watch YouTube. Actually, you can just look right here. You can watch like a bunch of movies. They have ads though, but like the ads are just like 1 minute ads. So you can also just skip on through. Like they have School of Rock, RV. This is another one of my favorite sort of like feel-good movies of all time. Shallow Hal, that's a good one. Anything else? Juno, that's definitely one I haven't seen in quite some time. Yeah, so like, if you guys didn't know this, you should definitely look into it because I do watch a lot of movies on YouTube because they're free with a minute ad every once in a while. So they also have a TV as well. So if you want to watch some Kitchen Nightmares, which is again a thing I did at least quite some time ago, but I've obviously watched all of them, all the episodes. But yeah, you just have to sit there and watch an ad, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I think that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys been watching. Let me know if I should watch any of the things I've been talking about. Let me know if there's anything coming out. Yada yada yada. Make sure you like the video. If you do like the video, it's the best thing you can do for the channel. Make sure you subscribe. I love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. And I'll see you again in my next video.